Good morning. Hello, guys. Filipino Joe here. I'm going to do a video on what to do and what to be careful about when you purchase a home or real estate in the Philippines. You got to be very careful when you purchase any type of real estate over here. You got to make sure that you research everything, get yourself an attorney. Now, with my purchase, the real estate agency provided us with the attorney, so it was a pretty easy process for us. But the most important thing you want to do is make sure you get the title search done. Okay? They have what they call the mother title here. And what that is let's say, like in my wife's instance, her parents passed away. She has a lot of property. She's got 14 brothers and sisters, okay? So all of those, the brothers and sisters are entitled to that property, okay? So if one of them decides, they want to sell a portion of it, have it subdivided, sell a portion of that property, and get it, what has to happen is all of the other brothers and sisters have to sign off on that. Now, if you get one that says no, you don't have a clean title, and it can be disputed. So mother titles are common in the Philippines. The first thing you want to do is get the attorney and find out if it's a clean title. That's what we did. We did the research, the lawyer did the research, said, yeah, this is a clean title, nobody else has rights to it. So you've got to make sure you get that done. Now, the unfortunate thing about the Philippines is everything you do here takes a lot of time. Just going out and getting a building permit. If you're going to build, you've got to get the building permit. Now, it can take some time. I'm a little spoiled coming from the US where everything, you go get a building permit, within 2 days you got it and you're off and running. It's not like that here. You got to have patience. Patience is not something I've always had. I've always been very impatient, actually. But I've developed patience since I've been here because I understand how it works. But you've got to make sure you get that building permit if you're building. If you're getting a contractor, you've got to do your research there. There are some expats here in the Dumaguete area that got scammed. What happened was this contractor had 30 jobs going. And so what he was doing was he was signing on new house projects, and he was saying, I need 1,000,000 pesos up front to get the project started. So they would go ahead and give the 1,000,000 pesos or whatever the fee was to get started. And then what he was doing was he was taking that money and he was going ahead and using it to build previous projects that he was out of money on. So he was using like my money to build somebody else's house. So in this one particular guy, all he got was a hole dug in the ground for 1,000,000 pesos. Well, now there's 30 people on the hook here, okay, that are filed a lawsuit against this gentleman and his wife. Now he's an expat too, he's a builder. His wife is a Filipino. So you got to be careful. I doubt they're ever going to get their money back. There's one couple that's on the hook to lose like 4,000,000 pesos, which is about, almost about $72,000, somewhere around there, depending on the peso. So if you don't do your homework, if you don't research, you could get burned. And that's in this area. Like I said, 30 people are involved in this mess. Do some due diligence, take your time, do not rush this process. The other thing is too, if you just met a Filipina and you've married her and you guys been married for the year, for let's say a year, short term, yet you don't really know her that well and you go right out and build a house, be careful. Take some time, make sure it's the right decision. Decisions have consequences, It was 3 years before I even decided to marry my wife, and it worked out great. Why? Because I got to know her well and her family. So don't rush into anything, okay? as far as property goes, me personally, I can't own land here in the Philippines, okay? They have a law where it forbids foreigners to come over here and buy property, as far as land goes. I can, like in this house here, I'm on the deed, I'm on the title. I can own a home, but my wife ultimately owns the land it sits on. And you're probably thinking, well, that's stupid. Why would you ever do that? Go ahead and spend all that money on a home and she could just take it and kick you out and leave you. Well, let's say she did. Let's say she kicked me out and we were separated. I'm still entitled to 50% of whatever the value of this home is. So, I mean, it's not like you're going to lose anything. But I personally couldn't go and buy the lot next to me. My wife would have to do it. And I understand why they do it, because they don't want some foreigner with a lot of money coming over here and buying up half the Philippines. So, it makes sense why they do it. So if you have questions about property, that's one of the issues there. So it would be in your spouse's name. And like I said, I'm on the house. So it's not like I can't own property, I just can't buy land. Okay, so the whole point of this video is to be very careful, be very patient. Don't rush into anything. Spend the time, spend the money, get the lawyer, get all the backgrounds done on the property, the title, everything. It's very important you do so. So I hope this helps if you're thinking about buying property over here. We didn't have any issues. Like, we bought this place in 2 days because everything was already in place and the lawyer did a great job. So, and if you don't have a lawyer, we got our lawyer through the real estate agency. So, okay, I hope this answers any questions you may have. Please comment, let me know if you get any more questions. I'll try to answer them for you. With that being said, I'll let you guys go. Again, thank you everybody, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.